Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is Greg Bentley, CEO of Nasdaq-listed Bentley Systems, to discuss infrastructure investment and if going digital can advance both economic and environmental priorities. Greg, Happy New Year. It's great to see you again. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Many thanks to you, Jill. Glad to be
Bentley
here.
Systems is new to Nasdaq by virtue of your IPO in September. What's distinctive about your business?
Well, Jill, although we're new to NASDAQ, it's 36 years since our founding by five Bentley brothers, and we've established ourselves as the infrastructure engineering software company. For us, infrastructure is everything that people construct to improve the world, including the work of civil and structural and geotechnical engineers and those who help them. The distinction for us is our comprehensiveness across infrastructure sectors, global geographies, and across the life cycle from infrastructure project delivery through asset performance. But we think we're the world leader in software for the engineering of public works and utilities, and for each of roads and bridges, rail and transit, water and wastewater, and energy transmission and distribution. Those are increasingly important investments in the world, so we're ever busy. We chose this ticker symbol BSY. So we're advancing infrastructure through going digital. Our annual revenues are just above $800 million. 87% of that is software subscriptions, the majority outside the US. Our operating margins are above 30%, and we are reliably growing, including throughout 2020.
How have infrastructure engineers coped with the pandemic, and what long-lasting changes do you think this has brought about?
Well, 2020 turned out to be a year of acceleration in going digital. All infrastructure engineers now work virtually, facilitated by our cloud services. So they can work on projects that therefore can be anywhere in the world, and they can collaborate with other professionals anywhere in the world. And I think those greater global scale opportunities are a permanent improvement to their business models. The pandemic also accelerated the application of 4D construction modeling to improve site safety and expedite automation and industrialization, which I think will significantly improve the economics and risks of infrastructure projects. Engineers also made a virtue of necessity when they couldn't work on site by learning to use our software technology that we call reality modeling to create digital twins of infrastructure assets from overlapping digital photography and scans recorded by drones. That enabled remote inspections and machine learning to improve infrastructure resilience.
Yeah, that really is quite incredible. And infrastructure investment is getting a lot of attention throughout the world now, including in the US. Can going digital advance both economic and environmental priorities?
Well, Jill, I think infrastructure is the investment priority worldwide, including finally now in the US, for the good reason that it provides the highest long-term return on, if you call it, stimulus expenditures, especially now to adapt existing infrastructure capacity for continued fitness for purpose as our needs have changed in unexpected ways. Infrastructure does critically support both our economy and our environment, and going digital in its engineering better allows both of those at once. So for instance, while we're all concerned about climate and energy transitions, it's really only the work of infrastructure engineers that can make a difference. But commendably, it's a priority for every infrastructure engineer to work on climate mitigation, adaptation, and resilience. The essential key to more sustainable infrastructure is cloud-based digital twins that can take advantage of our comprehensive software to understand and improve both economic and environmental performance and risk at the same time. So while engineering for seismic and earth stability and flood resilience, those are all areas where we've been the software leader, digital twins are now recognized as paying off for unanticipated hazards such as distancing as well.
And finally, Greg, can you mention some examples where infrastructure digital twins are already improving outcomes?
Well, a couple examples that we and Microsoft recently presented. The city of Dublin didn't want to stop its infrastructure improvement program, even though it couldn't have its traditional town hall meetings for citizen inputs. So they created a reality modeling based city digital twin of their downtown, and invited citizens to continue to participate and provide their input to secure approval and buy-in on infrastructure projects that can therefore continue now despite the pandemic. In Korea, for instance, the Doosan wind farm, we created there with our technologies that I've described for digital twins, an engineering-ready model of the wind farm that was linked to the operating inputs through Azure digital twins, so that it could be effectively operated remotely. Another example of that virtue of necessity. Another example this year was the completion of the replacement project for the bridge that collapsed in Genoa, Italy. The engineers there used our digital twin technologies to complete that project, both the engineering and the construction of it, in under 2 years. And the fact is that we can now use digital twins to avoid bridge collapses as well. One of our projects in Korea involved using reality modeling and digital twins for existing roadway bridges, instrumenting them for a cost of only $10,000, being able there then to assure their resilience and continued safety, which of course is priceless. So those are all examples keeping us busy and safe.
All right, Greg, great to catch up with you as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.